Allah is the one who is the cause of all causes. He is Ya Muti. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you're doing really well. I welcome you to my channel where I share all about art, healing and spirituality. I realized after Ramzan how much the names of Allah helped me get through each single day, and I thought that I'd like to share this and make it a routine as much as I can so that I personally can remember the name of Allah every single day with you and come closer to Allah and have these little reminders, that bring us home into our heart. Life is so busy, we are so chaotic, something or the other is always happening, and we drift into the dunya and get attached to it and get distracted by it. And just these few minutes with Allah, I feel, are so important. It could be something that you start your day with, or it could be something that you end your day with. And as you sleep, you can, recite the names of the name that comes through. And today's name is Ya Muti. And connect to these names consciously, not just recite them and do their zikr, but think about them from your heart, from your mind, and from your whole being. Connect to them consciously, like you are actually making an effort. Like you can't just go Ya Muti, 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 but actually that's just words. That's just your mouth moving, but your mind is not connected to it, and your heart is definitely not connected to it, because you don't even connect to the meaning of what it is that you are reciting. Of course it has a power, of course it is Allah's name, of course it's going to have some kind of vibrational shift within you, but imagine that if you did it with connection, with consciousness, with that awareness that this name is the only name that's going to completely shift me as I sleep and as I go through my day, connecting to this just one name rather than focusing on all the 99 names in one go. If you could just focus on one name a day and connect at a deeper level to that name, you will see remarkable differences in your life, and how you will not only get closer to Allah but feel so much at peace in your heart, in your soul, in your being. And that will start coming out in your daily routines. It will start coming out in the way you speak, in the way you interact with other people, in the way you have relationships, in the way you work. The power of Allah's names, yes, a lot comes to the surface, and I won't go into much detail about that. But the more you connect to Allah's name, the more you connect to His light. The more you connect to His light, your soul awakens. Imagine like you put the plug of your soul directly into the source of that which gives it the energy to be alive. You see, we eat food to get our body move the way we need it to move, but our soul's nutrition comes only and only from Allah and through the remembrance of Allah. You see, we can drift away so far from Allah in life, and it gets really hard to come back home to our own hearts, because there are layers and layers and layers of things that we carry on our shoulders, in our commitments, in our lives, in our days, in our hours, like so much that goes on. And it's so important that as much as we are being nice and nurturing towards our body, we need to be nice and nurturing towards our soul. The more we give it the nutrition of the source of Allah itself, of remembrance of Him, the more we will be able to live a life of purpose, of peace, and of being patient in whatever He wills us. He gives us this strength, internal strength, when we connect to the names of Allah. And Ya Muti is the one who is the cause of all things, of all causes. Whatever has happened to you in your life, the good and the bad, everything was caused for a specific reason that Allah needed it to be. Now, whatever it is that happened that your your mind says that this is, oh my God, this is so bad that happened with me, right? What we do is we label the experience as something that is negative. But through that negative experience, whatever it is that has happened to you, what happened after that? Did you get closer to Allah or did you get further away from Allah? It is so important to ask this question. When something happened to you that you considered it to be bad, that you had a terrible mother or you had a really bad marriage, whatever it is, that experience, what did it make you do? Did it bring you closer to Allah or did it make you go further away from Allah? If it brought you closer to Allah, then it is a true blessing. If it got you further away from Allah, then it is a lesson that you are here to learn. And so in both scenarios, there's no bad or good. They're just an experience, and the most times we attach this negative label as something really bad happened. Actually, nothing bad can happen, for it is He who is causing everything to happen, and He will never cause anything to happen for you that would be bad, because He is Allah, He is Rahman, He is Rahim. So when we connect to Ya Muti and we truly understand that everything in our life happened because it is He who wanted it to be that way, and through that experience He wanted to pull you closer to Him and to remind you of His power, of His love and His mercy. Yes, it is painful. Yes, the world seems crashing down. Yes, you feel very alone and isolated, misunderstood, and at times really disconnected and disinterested. I completely know how that feels, because having personal experience, and I don't think there's a human being alive on this planet who would not have gone through a phase which was dark for them, where they felt miserable, heartbroken, in pain, in darkness. But through that darkness, you were led to your Allah, because all the doors, when they close, you turned to Him, because you knew, your soul knows within yourself that no matter who gives up on you and who doesn't, who stands by you and who doesn't, who understands you, who sees you, who doesn't see you, doesn't really matter. For your Allah is always seeing you and always doing the best that He knows is going to be good for you. He's the one causing all that has been caused in your life. So we need to have that faith, that trust, that certainty in Allah, that only He alone is the one making the things happen the way they are. So rather than judging things, we need to accept them, for this is from Allah and this is so that I can get closer to Him. Rather than punishing yourself or looking for ways to escape the pain, sit with yourself, allow yourself to cry, feel that pain in your soul, allow yourself to bend your head down to the floor, connect to Allah in a passionate way, in a way that He knows that you are sincere in the way that you feel. You see, your pain is the pathway towards your Creator. It is the pain that brings you to the knees, makes your head go down, and you feel like you've given up. You did the best you could, and then you give up. This is the only gift that Allah blesses us with, that we sometimes, because we feel so overwhelmed in our own selves, we kind of, question it and all that. But Allah really, really, really only gifts pain to those who He wants to purify. And through the pain, He is gifting you space to connect to Ya Muti, to surrender, to submit, and to be in sajda, inshallah ta'ala. I hope that you feel closer to this name, and if you do, please keep me in your duas. Do like, share and subscribe to my channel to help me and yourself share Allah's light to more hearts that are out there who might need a little bit of nudge, a little bit of remembrance of connecting to these names in a more conscious way, inshallah. If you'd like to join me, all my details are down below for my live sessions, and I'd love to create with you if that's something you want to do. But for today, Allah Hafiz and have a great day.